Hello, guys. I've just woken up. I've been very tired. Been very tired. Was having a super rocky week, and I'm just going to take my phone out. Just forgot to do some calls. Just gonna respond to some messages, and then I'm gonna grind it out. Um, just to know, I'm not going to be there for a very long period of time, if you know what I mean. This is gonna be a bit shorter video than normal, as I already am very tired, and tonight I need some energy for the UFC. So, from what I've seen, this UFC doesn't look too much promising on the piece of paper. It actually looks pretty rocky on the piece of paper. Doesn't look like a bad, or doesn't look like a good either. But I can guarantee you, every single time you think UFC is horrible, it turns out to be awesome, you know. It turns out to be awesome. And I'm glad we are going to see some fighters who are making their debuts. Now, let me take a look at the card. UFC Vegas 69 fight card. And let's start. I got Clayton Carpenter versus Juan Camilo Ronderos. I've got one bet here. I've got the bet on Carpenter to win. And I've got Carpenter inside the distance. So let me see. I've got Carpenter is inside the distance. Okay. Carpenter to win. Carpenter inside the distance. Carpenter round 2. That's how I see this fight coming up. Yeah, Carpenter to win. Now the next one is going to be very much entertaining between AJ Fletcher and Temba Gorimbo. That fight starts round 3. Where is this? Fletcher versus Gorimbo. Fight starts round 3. And also, in this one, I'm gonna say Fletcher to win. Fletcher decision, I say. The next fight is going to be the combat between Vincent Prue and Philip Lins. Like Vincent Prue, he's on a roll right now, but he's old, man. Lins is also old. I'm gonna go with Philip Lins to win. Gonna say Philip Lins to win. Lins round 3 or Lins decision. These are just last minute picks and predictions. Then we are going to go with Jamal Emmers versus Hussein Ashkabov. I've got Ashkabov to win. Yeah, Ashkabov to win. Ashkabov decision. I don't think he can finish Emmers. Emmers is just too tough to be finished. But you never know. I mean, it's all a part of the game. Lena Landsberg versus Mayra Bueno Silva. I would gladly say Landsberg versus Bueno Silva. Fight starts round 3. Mayra to win. Mayra to win round 3 or Mayra decision. Then we are gonna go into the next one, which is pretty much promising one between Azim Sadikov and Ivan Elder. I believe this one over 2.5 could be a nice piece of play. So Sadikov versus Elder over 2.5. Or goes the distance. I have a feeling that Elder might actually get dominated, but I want Elder to win so badly. But I'm gonna go Nazim decision, though I want Elder to win so badly. Then the next one, Jim Miller versus Alexander Hernandez, not going the distance. Miller versus Hernandez, no distance. I've got Hernandez to win submission. Hernandez KO, TKO, or Miller submission. 1 second to respond to message. Okay, I responded to the message. And the next one, the next one is also entertaining fight, very much entertaining. People are going to say that next card is pretty much up and down, but I'll be honest with you. This next card actually, next fight on the card, Prachny and Knight, it's so unexpected. No, Prachny is like a cat, you never know which way is he going to go, and so hard. Got Knight to win, KO, TKO, or Prachny decision. I don't know which version of Prachny is going to appear, so if you ask me who's gonna win this one, I'm gonna tell you guys, heck, I have no idea. Please stay away from this fight if you can. It's really a 50-50 combat. Then Jamal Pokes versus Josh Parisyan. Pokes versus Parisyan. No distance. Pokes inside the distance. Pokes round 2. KO, TKO. Then we're gonna go with Jordan Wright versus Pauga. Also no distance. Jordan Wright KO, TKO, or Pauga KO, TKO. Also a very, very risky piece of play. If you ask me, very, very, very risky piece of play, and I don't know how risky can it be, but there are so many risky fights on this card. Let's go, lad. The real G stay up late through the night. You're still awake. Way to go, man. You are a real G too. You are also a real G. I got to give you positive. I got to give you positive comment, man. Way to go. And then Vlad was sleeping. Actually, I just woke up. Erin Blanchfield versus Jessica Andrade. I just woke up and I've got no distance bet. Blank versus Erin. Can't believe I'm still awake. I got lost in my tape study. You're still awake too. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome, guys. Blankfield submission or Jessica KO TKO. So that is what I'm having in general. And now I'm gonna write you my bets. I won't be staying too long here because I have some obligations. I must go reffing today, so just to tell you, I can't stay for a very long period of time. I can't walk, but I will still go ref in the tournament. You know, kiddos, and when there are kiddos, you don't have to walk at all. You can just stand at the center. So I have a massive thanks to my soccer federation for letting me ref this. They are very caring, and they are very, very nice towards me. Also, now I'm gonna give you my bets. Carpenter to win. Yeah, they are awesome. Andrade versus Blank. No distance. I only have these two bets. So guys, I'm sorry, but I only have these two bets. Now let's see round robin if we want to play risk here. Yeah, that's a sick deal. That's awesome deal. Let me see now. Round robin. We need something to risk. Miller, Robin, and Blanchfield. I've got Miller to win for the victory. Let me see. Miller, Wright, and Blanchfield. I got to give you one round robin. Miller, Wright, and Blanchfield. Plus 190, plus 230, and plus 100. And yeah, plus 100, plus 100, and plus 230. These are my expectations when it comes to a round robin, guys. But I'm not sure. I'm unsure about Wright. I have a feeling Blanchfield is gonna win. I have a feeling submission is coming. I don't know how to explain, but I have a feeling submission is coming. Pauga round 3. Round 3? You sure Jordan Wright is going to last? I have a feeling by GMP. Hello, Hype 3 MMA. So glad so many of you guys are still awake. That's really awesome. It's really awesome. I don't have much more time though. I can stay for 5 more minutes. But I'm so glad so many of you are still awake. Man, this is awesome. So many people still awake. Best of morning, brother. It's really late here. Yeah, I see. Here is 9:43 a.m. I assume it's very, very late at your place. I'm refing today just to say my federation. I'm injured and I can't run etc. But they gave me a tournament for the kiddos, so I don't have to move at all. Literally, they said no, you just stay on center and we're fine with that. I'm like, you're the best federation in the world. No, really, I'm having the best federation in the world. They are so caring, man. They know I'm injured and they said nothing bad. They're like, okay, injuries happen. They're like, we know you're the Bulgarian cowboy. I'm like, okay, that's fine. No, they're so caring. Yeah, place the bet on Ivan Elder. I don't believe in Nazim's wrestling. Listen, I want Ivan Elder to win. If you wanna ask me, I want Ivan Elder to win. But is he going to win? His underhook defense is good, but is it going to be good enough? That's $1 million question. I picked Elder. I want Elder to win too. I have over 2.5 or fight starts round 3. I used to think Blanchfield is hot, but not really anymore after seeing her all fight week. It's normal. It's normal, King of NPCs. I mean, you're looking at somebody for a whole day every day. It's normal. Glad you jumped on the Caucasus hate bandwagon. Oh yeah, I did it, man. I did it, King of NPCs. You see, this is called constructive criticism. You see, King of NPCs. The guru convinced you to hate all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. I actually think Nazim is a tough opponent. I think Ashkabov is going to win too. So Nazim's last opponent looked rough today, so the win isn't aging well. I told you I have over 2.5 for that fight. I'm unsure. I'm more confident in Ashkabov to win. King of NPC is epic. Man, what would I do without you in this chat? You know, first of all, the greatest historian in the chat. Second of all, the guy who always makes me laugh. And you know, he talks trash in Italian way. You always say, I want the other guy to win. Yes, I'm saying that. I'm saying that. That's true. These are facts. No, these are facts. You see, these are facts. But I think Ashkabov is going to win. You know, if we're talking about Caucasus fighter that I really love, it used to be Zabit Magomed Sharipov and it used to be Usman Nurmagomedov because they know to strike well. I'm a man of many talents, lad. You know me by now at this point. It seems I don't know every single of your talent. Every single day I discover a new talent of yours. Erin and Andrade odds way closer now. Listen, I think Andrade should be a slight favorite. Can Erin win? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She can. Believe me, she can. But Andrade should be a very slight favorite. I appreciate your analysis and insight. That's why I come here where intellectual white men come to meet. That's awesome, man. And I like your history knowledge. I mean, you know history of Balkan Peninsula way better than 95% of people here, including me. But when I discovered that you have Italian roots, it's normal. It's normal. I was like, how the heck, man? This guy knows the history of Balkan Peninsula better than 95% of people here. Like he's a history professor. And then I see that you have, if you have Italian roots, then it's okay, it's understandable. But like a guy lives in the U.S. and knows history better than like 95% of people here. My best friend, actually, he also knows history very well. I think you two would get along well. I really think you two would get along well. My best friend is actually obsessed with history. Let's channel this for man of culture. It's all my dad, man, talking shit to me, giving knowledge in between. So your dad is trolling you all day long, right? Well, you pretty much have at least a fun dad. So you're trash talking each other in Italian way, huh? Man. My dad, for example, doesn't like history much. My dad prefers boxing. With my dad, you can only talk about boxing. So for my dad, MMA is sport for gladiators. When he sees boxing, that's a sport for knights. But you try to talk history, he is going to say history is written by the winners. That is going to be his response. He's going to say history is written by the winners. And me, always fun to learn something new. Always fun. Always, enjoyment. By the way, your dad is a strong-willed man. Yes, man, if you start talking about boxing, for example, you mentioned him any classic boxer, For example, you say Marvin Hagler or any classic boxer. My dad knows. I'm like, how the heck you know, man? He fought in the 70s. He says, Vlad, I used to be a young guy back then. That was the only fun we ever had. I'm like, the only fun you've ever had was watching boxing. He said, well, we didn't have many of the TVs. We were watching it at the squares. We were watching it in the main street, like we were having squares in the main street where we used to watch boxing. And he grew up on boxing fights. For my dad, anything else makes no sense. It's just boxing. And of course, I mean life stuff. But I'm talking about sport. Sport is boxing. Okay, other life stuff are a whole different thing. At least he has an opinion, doesn't change his view based on popular opinion and alter his moral values. No, he never alters his moral values. Never, never, never. My dad is always the same. I mean, my dad is a good man, but he's like, listen, Ali used to fight in 70s and 80s, and he is still a diehard fan of Muhammad Ali. He still believes that Muhammad Ali had the greatest fighting style, and he also liked amateur boxing. He also liked amateur Soviet boxers. And I asked him why, and he says, well, listen, It used to be a different fighting style. And he also likes Cuban boxers. Would you smash Blanchfield? Everybody would, man, of course. Of course, why not, man? Everybody would. The answer is of course. They are all very cute. MMA fighters, especially when we're talking about female MMA fighters, like 99% of them are cute to me. No muscular chicas, but unfortunately not all of them are hetero. Alright guys, I'm sorry, I would stay more, but I need to go now. I need to ref today. So have a great day everyone. I'm already late and they gave me a shot. So have a great day, everyone. Catch you, and you're the best. Okay, night. For UFC, join me, please. I really have to go work now.